What number goes in the box? So we have 28 over 32, and then we have 1 over the box, and then we have 1. So let's isolate for that unknown. This will be 32 over 32 minus 28 over 32, and therefore 1 over the box would be 4 over 32, and that is 1 over 8, and therefore the box is 8. Number 11, the answer is E. Leticia can walk 1.5 kilometers in 20 minutes. Walking at the same rate, how far does Leticia walk in 4 hours? So 4 hours divided by 20 minutes is 12. So she's walking 12 times longer. So if she's walking 12 times longer, she will walk 12 times farther. So 12 times 1.5, which I believe is 18 kilometers. Therefore, number 12, the answer is A. A list of 1-digit integers contains exactly 1, 1, 2 2s, 3 3s, 4 4s, 5 5s, and 6 6. What is the median? Okay, let's draw these. 2 2, 3 3s, 4 4s, 5 5, 5 5, 5 5, 5, 6 6s, 6 6 6, 6 6 6. Okay, the median is the middle one, right? So first of all, how many are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 21. So that means the middle guy would be the 11th one. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so there's 10 on this side. And 10 on this side, correct? So therefore this is indeed the middle, which is the median. And that is a 5. So therefore the answer to number 13 is D. In the diagram, which of the following pairs have measures whose sum is equal to 180? Okay, well, let's fill this in using the angle laws. That's 50 because it's exactly the same as this guy. Then the S would be 130 since the S and the T have to add up to 180. This is also going to be 130. And very similarly, this is 50, this is 50, this is 130, and this is 130. So now let's look at the answer choices. W and Z. W and Z are 100, so that's not 180. X and Y are, if you add them up, at 260, so that's not 180. U and X is 180. Oh, wait, hold on. U and X, oh, that's 260. My eyesight is bad. T and Y, that is 180. And let's just complete this. S and X is 260. So the only one on the list that adds up to 180 is T and Y, so therefore number 14 is D. The age of 3 students are consecutive integers. The average is 13. The 4th student joins the group, and the mean therefore becomes 14. How old is the 4th student? So we have 12, we have 13, we have 14, we have X, and when you add these all up and divide by 4, you get the average, and they're saying that average is 14. Correct? So now we have to just do this math. So that's going to be 39 plus X is 4 times 14, which is 56. Therefore, X is 17. 17 was the age of the 4th student. Therefore, number 15 is E. At doggy daycare, there is 1 dog for every bowl of food, 2 dogs for every bowl of water, and 3 dogs for every bowl of treats. Every dog gets a serving of food, water, and treats. If there are a total of 77 bowls, how many dogs are there? Okay, so we have a dog for every food, 2 dogs for every water bowl, and 3 dogs for every treat. Okay, so let's see. Let me think about this for a second. Let's say there was 6 dogs. I'm just trying to do this. There's 6 dogs, then there would be 6 of these food bowls. There would be 3 water bowls, and there'd be only 2 treat bowls. So the total number of bowls is 11. Right? So if there's X dogs, that means there's going to be X of these food bowls, X divided by 2 of these water bowls, and X divided by 3 of these treat bowls. And that is 77. So X plus X over 2 plus X over 3 is 77. Okay, so that shouldn't be that difficult to figure out what X is. So multiply through by 6, and we get 6X plus 3X plus 2X is 6 times 77. That is 11X is 6 times 77. So divide through by 11, and 77 divided by 11 is 7. So therefore x would be 42. 42 is the number of dogs. So that means the answer is C. Points B and D lie on sides AC and CE respectively, and triangle ACE. CAE angle is equal to CBD is 90 degrees, and CB is equal to BD is equal to DE, and the measure of AB is, okay, probably going to need well, I was going to enlarge it. Maybe I can enlarge it a little bit. Okay, so let's see, that's good enough. So we are told a whole bunch of information. Now, since CBD is isosceles, this angle and this angle are the same. That's 90 right there. So that means this is 45 and this is 45. Therefore, this angle here would be 135, right? Because it has to 45 plus 135 add up to 180. And then the triangle BDE, that is also isosceles, so that means this angle and this angle are the same. Those two angles, let's say they're x plus 135 would be equal to 180. So 2x is 45, and therefore x is 22.5. So this is 22.5 right there, 22.5. And we are asked ABE. ABE is this guy. So angle ABE plus that 22.5 and plus that 90, this 90 right here, would equal 180. So that means angle ABE is going to be 67.5, I believe. So 67.5 is B for number 17. Two standard six-sided dice are rolled. If two numbers on the top faces are multiplied, which of the following products is most likely? Okay. Okay, well, let's figure out how to get these. The first answer 4 you can get if you have 1 and 4 or 2 and 2. Or you can also have 4 and 1. So there's 3 ways of getting that, correct? 6 you can get with a 1 and 6, a 6 and a 1, a 2 and a 3, or a 3 and a 2. So there's 4 ways of getting that. 9 you can only get with 3 and 3, I think. 15 at 3 and 5, or 5 and 3. And 8 to 2 and 4, or 4 and 2. So as you can clearly see, the one that's most likely is this guy. So that would be B for number 18. How many ordered pairs of positive integers, mn, are there so that m squared times n is 225? M squared times n is 225. Okay, well, first thing we need to do is figure out what is 225 in its factored form. Prime factorization is 3 to the power of 4 times 5 to the power of 2. Okay, now let's work with that. So, what kind of options do we have? M and n in order to get this. Well, you can have 1 for m, and then n would be the whole thing. Or you could have, let's see here, 3 for m, and therefore the n would be 3 squared times 5 squared. Or you can have 3 squared for m, and therefore the n would be just the 5 squared, I believe. Yeah, okay. And then I think there's a couple more. At least a few more. We exhausted the 3s. Now let's talk about the 5s here. If m is 5, then that means n would be 3 to the power of 4. If m is 3 times 5, then n would be 3 squared. And if m was 3 squared times 5, then n would be 1. And I think that covers everything. Let me just double check here. Yeah. So we got 6 ordered pairs for m and n. And therefore number 19 would be E. In the diagram, each of A, B, and C is greater than 0. Which of the following expressions is not equal to the perimeter of the polygon? Okay, so this side is C. This side is the same as C, so that's C, right? That's what those marks mean. as you can see, this is C. And then A and B are already labeled, so therefore this side would be A plus B, right? Because it's the same as that side and that side together. And then the marks show that this is also A plus B. That's what that little line is right there. Okay, we have enough for the perimeter. It'd be A plus B plus A plus B plus A plus C plus B plus C. So first let's add this up. 1, 2, 3. If I did this correctly. Hold on. A plus B, A plus B. Yeah, I think I did that correctly. Okay, so that would be 3A plus 3B. These are the 3B's, and then plus 2C. All right, so that is E. So that means that is correct. So we can cross that off because they want you to figure out the one that's not equal. All right, so we got to go through this whole thing. Okay, well, one thing is for sure that this side here and this side is equal to that side at the top. So that means that A plus B is equal to 2C. So that means if I factor out that 3, I can substitute 2C. And therefore, I'll get 6C plus 2C, 8C. So that is also 8C. So this one is true. So I can cross that off. Now, what else can I do here? Well, 2C is equal to A plus B, so 8C would be equal to 4 times 2C, which is 4 times A plus B, which is 4A plus 4B, which is this one, so I can cross that off. And let's see here, I got 2 more left. How about I go back to the original one, and let's see, what can I do? Just make one of these A plus B's equal to 2C. So this will be 2C, and the remaining I'll just keep. It will be 2A plus 2B plus 2C. And therefore this will be 4C plus 2A plus 2B. And that matches this guy. So by process of elimination, the one that is not equal to the perimeter of the polygon for number 20 is B.